Here is the most powerful manifestation teaching in the entire world. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and this will help you manifest anything that you want much easier. Okay, so here's how most people manifest. Here's how most people create the life that they want, or try to. By thinking they're separate from everything and that if they want it bad enough, it will happen. Immediately what's happening in your psychology and your mindset is that you think you're separate from something. It's very difficult to create things and to attract things into your life that you're totally separate from. Why? Because there's so many circumstances and effects that you do not control. Now, I invite you to consider this. You're actually a piece of God. You actually are an individualization of God. Now, you may say, God, what kind of word is that? Alan Watts says you can't get wet by the word water. You can call it God, you can call it universe, you can call it higher power, you can call it spirit, you can call it consciousness if you're more scientific minded. You can call it energy, you can call it vibration, you can call it nature, you can call it an unexplainable force that seems to control and illuminate our world. But you're a piece of it. You are not separate from God. You're not separate from consciousness. You are consciousness. And so is everything else in this world. Now, the only difference between one thing and another thing, the only difference between me and the wall, the only difference between you and the car you want, you and the job you want, you and the house that you want, you and the financial freedom that you want, the only difference between anything in this world is the different amplitudes, the different frequencies of the vibration. So if you look under a powerful enough microscope, what you see is every single thing is actually energy moving at a very high speed of vibration, and it's much like the radio stations. There's different frequencies, but it's all sound waves just broadcasting and manifesting itself on different frequencies. It's all individualizations of spirit, and that's what you are. And when you realize that everything that you want is also connected to you, man, it's so much easier to create the life that you want. So comment down below, I am a perfect divine being. Comment that down below. I am a perfect divine being. I am a perfect divine being. When you affirm that statement, you realize that you're an all-powerful being and you're connected to everything that you want. What you want isn't separate from you. That you're not separate from God even. And when you realize that, you drop limitation and scarcity. How most people try to create is they're hoping for luck. They're hoping that they can persuade God and plead the universe and hopefully this will happen and with enough hard work and da-da-da-da-da. And that's all fine and good. But you've got to realize that you're not even separate from what you want. You have to realize that. So here's a question for you. If you knew that none of your past limitations mattered and that you weren't limited by anything in this world because you're actually an individualization of God, of the most powerful force in the entire universe, what would you create? What would you feel like you deserve for yourself? See, what happens is, we don't know that we're an individualization of God. We think we're this little meat suit, this little garage for our soul is really what you are, walking around, and we look in the mirror and we say, here's why I'm not good enough, and here's my laundry list of all the things that have happened to me, and here's why, da 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 da, and I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm too fat, my butt isn't nice enough, my biceps aren't big enough, I don't have enough money, I've always been like this, you know, it's just the reality. No. That has nothing to do with you. That's not who you are. And even if you aren't doing that consciously, unconsciously, we're carrying around those ideas that keep us separate from the powerful creative force of the universe. So my question to you is this: if you realized right now, in this moment, and if you make an intention for the rest of the day to remember and to live in the realization that you are a perfect divine being, what would you create today? What would you feel you deserve? And right now, I just want you to think of it. What do you feel like you truly deserve as a perfect and divine being? Comment that down below. I am a perfect divine being. And today, I invite you to this. Don't settle for anything less than you deserve. Don't settle for anything less than you deserve. Comment down below, I am a perfect divine being. You're not your past, you're not your limitations. You are an individualization of God. And man, that should light you up. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. Make sure you download my free success hypnosis, JakesHypnosis.com, right there down below, JakesHypnosis.com, and use that to retrain your subconscious mind and get rid of any of those limiting beliefs that you believe you're separate from what you want and that somehow you don't deserve abundance. JakesHypnosis.com, right there down below. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification right over there. Even if you've already subscribed, make sure that you hit the bell notification because that's what notifies you for new videos. And then if you have not yet, make sure you check out the Second Mind. We created a software that's designed to literally rewire your brain for you. And it's down there down below. You can demo it for free, thesecondmind.com, right there down below. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you on the next video. Comment down below. I am a perfect and divine being. You are a perfect and divine being. And that's amazing.